The journey to the Okavango Delta begins not with a step, but with a feeling, a stirring in the soul. It's a quiet call from a distant land, a whisper of wild places that still exist, beckoning you to explore their hidden depths. For me, this call grew stronger each day, resonating within me like a persistent melody. It was filling my heart with excitement, a yearning for a world untouched by the relentless rush of modern life, a place where nature reigns supreme. Packing was more than just putting clothes into a suitcase. It was a ritual, a preparation for something profound. Each carefully chosen item held a promise of adventure, a silent agreement with the wild. My binoculars and camera were ready, eager to capture the beauty and wonder that awaited. I'd studied the names of animals and birds I hoped to see, familiarizing myself with the inhabitants of this extraordinary ecosystem. The anticipation built a bridge between my everyday world and the wild heart of Africa, drawing me closer with each passing moment. The flight to Botswana was a journey over changing landscapes, a visual symphony of transformation. Cities faded to villages, a gradual shift from the hustle and bustle to a more tranquil existence. Then to endless stretches of green and brown earth, an expansive canvas painted by nature's hand. The world below looked vast and empty from above, a seemingly desolate expanse. Yet I knew it was teeming with life, a vibrant tapestry of creatures great and small. Landing on a small airstrip in the heart of the wilderness felt like stepping onto another planet. I stepped off the plane and was immediately embraced by the warm African sun, a welcoming gesture from the land itself. The silence was striking, a profound stillness that resonated deep within. It wasn't empty but filled with the subtle symphony of nature, the buzz of insects, the distant calls of birds, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. I had finally arrived in the Okavango Delta, a place I had only dreamed of until now. I was now a guest in one of the last great wild places on Earth, a privilege and an honor. The air was warmer than I expected, and it was scented with the rich, earthy aroma of the African soil. A profound sense of peace settled over me, washing away the stresses and worries of everyday life. This was the beginning of leaving my own world behind, shedding the familiar and embracing the unknown as I entered a new one. The real adventure, the one that would change me forever, was just about to begin. I felt a gentle, happy anticipation for what lay ahead, a sense of excitement bubbling beneath the surface. The Okavango Delta awaited, a realm of mystery and wonder, ready to reveal its ancient secrets to those who dared to listen. I was ready to listen, to learn, and to be transformed by the magic of the Okavango. My guide, Tumo, met me at the small sun-baked airstrip. He greeted me with a warm smile, a genuine welcome to his homeland. A man whose life was completely woven into the very fabric of the Delta. He knew its secrets, its rhythms, its every hidden corner. We climbed into an open safari vehicle, its canvas roof promising shade from the intense African sun, and set off along sandy tracks, the wheels kicking up dust that danced in the golden light. The landscape unfolded before us, winding through tall grasses that swayed in the breeze and past ancient termite mounds, monuments to time and the tireless work of nature. Tumo, ever observant, pointed out leopard tracks in the soft sand, a silent testament to the elusive creatures that roamed these lands. He shared stories about the land, tales passed down through generations, weaving a rich tapestry of history and folklore. The Okavango Delta is a river that defies expectations, a waterway that never reaches the sea, instead creating a lush, vibrant oasis in the heart of the arid Kalahari Desert. It's a geographical marvel, a testament to the power of water. Channels of water twisted and turned, a labyrinthine network flowing through islands of reeds and graceful palm trees, their reflections shimmering in the still water, mirroring the vast sky above. Everywhere I looked, life thrived, a vibrant explosion of nature's artistry. Warthogs with their comical tusks and endearing gait dashed away into the undergrowth, while herds of impalas watched us with wide, curious eyes, their elegant forms poised for flight. And a majestic giraffe, seemingly oblivious to our presence, gracefully grazed from the thorny branches of an acacia tree. Tumo drove slowly and deliberately, allowing me to fully absorb every sight, every sound, every subtle nuance of this extraordinary place. This was not just a drive through the wilderness, it was a personal introduction to the Delta's intricate and interconnected family of life. I began to truly see and understand the deep, unbreakable connection between the life-giving water, the flourishing plants, and the diverse array of animals. A perfect, delicate circle. a harmonious ecosystem in perfect balance. The water gives life to the plants, nurturing their growth and sustaining their existence. The plants, in turn, feed the small animals, providing them with sustenance and shelter. And the small animals, inevitably, feed the hunters, maintaining the delicate balance of predator and prey. Everything here is inextricably linked, each element playing a vital role in this living, breathing system. Witnessing this intricate balance, this perfect harmony, made me feel incredibly small, yet also an integral part of something vast, ancient, and profoundly important. The Delta was so much more than just a place on a map. It was a powerful lesson in the magic, the resilience, and the interconnectedness of our planet. Tumo's stories, filled with wisdom and local knowledge, brought the landscape to life in a way I could never have imagined. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues, I realized I was witnessing nothing less than nature's masterpiece. And I knew, with absolute certainty, that the journey had only just begun. I was eager, almost impatient, to see what other wonders the Okavango Delta would reveal to me next. As afternoon faded, the Delta transformed in the golden hour. The sun's light softened, painting the landscape in gold and orange. Water sparkled like it held 1,000 diamonds. The air cooled and the sound shifted. Daybirds sang their last songs, while night creatures stirred. We stopped by a wide lagoon, its surface a perfect mirror for the changing sky. Water lilies glowed in the soft light. We stood in silence, letting the peace of the moment wash over us. All worries from the outside world melted away. Zebras approached the water's edge, their stripes sharp against the golden grass. They drank together, calm and cautious, their reflections shimmering. The harmony of the scene was timeless, a glimpse into life as it's been for millennia. The golden hour was a gift for both animals and visitors. I felt completely present, connected to this place and moment. The beauty of the Delta was overwhelming. I knew I would never forget this quiet golden evening. As the golden light deepened, Tumo stopped the vehicle and pointed. A family of elephants moved through the trees, majestic, gentle, and ancient. A mother led her young, a tiny calf staying close by her side. We watched quietly, the only sounds the crunch of leaves and their soft rumbles. The elephants moved with calm purpose, heading to the water. The little ones splashed and played while the adults drank deeply and sprayed themselves with cool water. Watching them, I felt a deep connection to these intelligent, emotional animals. They were families, bound by love and care. As they finished, they slipped back into the trees, bathed in the last golden rays. The sight of these gentle giants was moving, a reminder of their beauty and importance. The memory of the elephant family by the water would stay with me forever. The Delta was full of such unforgettable moments. Just as the evening seemed complete and we thought we'd seen all the wonders it held, Tumo, our guide, signaled for silence. In the deep shadows cast by the acacia trees, a lioness rested, seemingly undisturbed by our presence. Her golden eyes, like pools of molten amber, were watching the world with an ancient wisdom. She was the queen here, a sovereign of this wild domain, powerful yet calm, exuding an aura of serene dominance, her fur blending seamlessly with the dry golden grass, a perfect camouflage in this land. We stayed silent, the engine off, holding our breath, not wanting to disturb her tranquility. As she yawned, a cavernous display of teeth, and stretched languidly, every muscle rippling beneath her skin, ready for action, a testament to her raw power. Her gaze was intense, unwavering, focused intently on distant antelope grazing peacefully, unaware of the predator's watchful eye. Nearby, almost hidden in the brush, another lioness and two playful cubs were enjoying the last rays of sunlight. They tumbled and wrestled in the soft sand, their playful energy a stark contrast to the adult's stillness. The mother watched them, her eyes filled with a gentle affection. With patience and care, a silent promise of protection. A powerful hunter, capable of bringing down large prey, and a loving parent, devoted to her offspring. The sun dipped lower on the horizon, turning the light a deep fiery orange, painting the sky with vibrant hues. The lioness stood, her silhouette outlined against the vibrant sky, calling softly to her companion, a low rumble that echoed across the savannah, and together they melted into the tall grass, their forms disappearing into the landscape. Cubs in tow, following close behind their mother, learning the ways of the wild. In moments they vanished completely, swallowed by the vastness of the African plains. Africa's greatest hunters, masters of their environment. both fierce and nurturing, a duality that defines their existence. Seeing them in their natural habitat was a rare gift, a privilege I wouldn't soon forget. A glimpse into the secret world of the wild, a world both beautiful and unforgiving. I felt deep respect, a profound sense of awe. For their incredible strength and undeniable beauty, a perfect embodiment of the wild spirit. The Delta's magic was in these quiet, powerful encounters, these fleeting moments of connection. The spirit of the wild was alive all around us, breathing in the air, resonating in our souls. I would carry this memory always, a reminder of the raw beauty and untamed power of Africa. The Okavango Delta is a paradise for birds, their calls filling the air as the sun set. We saw the African fish eagle, its cry echoing across the water. Egrets and herons stood still in the shallows, their reflections perfect on the glassy surface. A malachite kingfisher flashed blue and orange, diving for fish. Tumo pointed out the lilac-breasted roller, a flying rainbow, and the striking saddle-billed stork. Birds filled the landscape with color and energy, their songs a celebration of life. As the sky deepened, flocks of ibis and pelicans crossed the horizon in graceful formations. Watching their evening flight was like witnessing a choreographed dance. The birds painted the sky and filled the air with music. Their presence made the Delta feel vibrant and alive. The magic of the Okavango was everywhere, even in the smallest wings. Next we left the vehicle for a mokoro, a traditional canoe, waiting at the water's edge. Our polar guided us silently through the channel, using a long pole to push against the sandy bottom. Sitting low, just above the water, the world felt different, peaceful and intimate. The reeds towered above and we saw tiny frogs and dragonflies up close. The water was so clear, fish swam beneath us, and water lilies floated nearby. Our polar explained how their roots help clean the water, a lesson in the Delta's small wonders. We glided quietly, part of the water's gentle rhythm. Passing a pod of hippos, we watched as they eyed us, their grunts echoing across the channel. The Mokoro journey was meditative, a chance to slow down and see the Delta from a new perspective. The setting sun cast long shadows, the light soft and beautiful. I felt a deep connection to the water and the life within it. The Delta revealed its peaceful spirit in these quiet moments. I wish the journey could last forever. Our Mokoro ride ended on an open plain, just as the sun became a fiery red circle on the horizon. The sky blazed with orange, pink and purple, bathing the world in dramatic light. We stood in silence, awed by nature's greatest painting. The Delta's silhouette, acacia trees, palm trees, a lone giraffe, stood out against the brilliant sky. The sound softened, and a deep peace settled over the land. The first stars appeared as the air cooled and twilight deepened. The sunset was more than a sight, it was an emotional experience, a gentle good night from the world. As the last light faded, I felt gratitude for witnessing such beauty. The memory of this Okavango sunset was burned into my heart. It was a moment of connection and peace I would never forget. Driving back under a sky of 1,000,000 stars, I reflected on the day. The Okavango Delta had given me more than memories. It had given me a deeper connection to nature. I'd seen the perfect balance of life, felt the power of elephants, the focus of lions, and the peace of the water. These experiences inspire a love and respect for the wild. The Delta is a treasure for all humanity, a living example of nature thriving. Visiting here makes you want to protect our planet's wild places. In the Delta, you remember that we are part of nature, not separate from it. The feeling is healing, calming, and fills the heart with joy. As I left, I knew a part of me would always remain in the Okavango. This journey was a promise to return and to cherish the wild, magical heart of Africa.